Greetings and welcome to another one of those videos. Well, okay, so something happened. I'm going to have to give a little bit of a background before I get into it. So, there is a guy that I've known on and off for like a year, right? And we got along very well. Good conversation, good witticism, great sense of humor back and forth. But I had to make a boundary. Okay. I made a boundary. I'm trying not to get too detailed and personal and everything, but I had to make a boundary because dude was already in a situation in the physical world, right? But was free and clear in Secondlife, but still, had a spouse in the physical world, and so that's why I had to make a boundary because I'm not into, no. Anyway, so we he understood and yada 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 and everything, and we were seeing less of each other because his physical world was hectic, with kids and everything, right? Understandable. Well, I just continued to live my life. About 2 months ago, out of the blue, he sends me this long ass IM, and it was words of delicate and tender romantical things that one might read in a fairy tale storybook. I was taken aback. I was flattered, but at the same time, I was like, why now? Like, huh? Why tell me all this stuff now? What? I kept getting stuck on that. So, um, I was like, well, okay, we can talk as friends. And he had sent me an IM. We there's been like a lot of IM tag. He had sent me an IM back in November saying that his stepson had had a baby. And so he wasn't going to be around as much. And I'm like, oh, well, congrats. Okay. Yeah. Y'all. I just want to say right now that I had uh, uh, I had no romantical investment into this guy because one, because of my boundary, two, because dude is like all over the place. But this latest I am offline that he sent me, y'all, y'all, right? Now I've copied and pasted it onto Notepad because, transparency and I don't want it on the screen. This was sent um, earlier today, which would have been Sunday, but it's 4 a.m. Monday for me now. Anyway, here it goes. As adorable, darling, it feels like it has been forever. I have a confession to make, and I don't blame you if you decide to run. I told you my stepson had a baby. That was a lie. I, in fact, had a baby, and she came 2 weeks early. I hadn't been around because, quite frankly, I've been being a dad. I've had a couple of chances to jump on, but I haven't had the added courage to face you and explain myself. To be fair, I don't know how to explain myself, even given how long I've had to think about it. Everything I've told you about how I think of you is absolutely true. For whatever it's worth, I'm sorry if I've wasted your time or led you on. I mean, I don't think I've led you on because I still mean everything I've said. But maybe my situation changes your opinion of me, and I don't blame you one little bit if it did. I will quit rambling. And then that was the end of the I am. Now, this dude, I really feel like I'm doing a Jerry Springer here, but yeah, okay. This dude, hey, he's my landlord. He is my landlord because this property here, this land here, I rented because I had to downsize in Urquhart where my shop is and Beowulf is and everything. And so this is really great rent. I mean, I love this property. Anyway, um, and that's how we met was because I saw this land and I'm like, oh, I've got to have it. Oh, price was good. I contacted the dude and we started talking about SL and old times because he's an oldie as well and all this stuff. And he was very engaging. It's like, oh, yeah. And I will admit that, yeah, I was kind of digging him. Then found out he was married in the physical world. And I'm like, yep, I got to undig this. Got to undig. And I just wanted to be friends, like genuinely friends. That's it. Where, he could talk about like the struggles of his marriage and how psychotic his wife is and everything. And, I could like listen and be a friend and I would not be emotionally jealous or emotionally, entangled because I had made that boundary and I am 100% I don't get involved with married guys, right? I was happy with that situation, but he wanted more. He wanted me and he had plans for us in Second Life and all of this stuff. And I'm just like, you're never gonna do it. You say one thing and do another. It's like, what's the point? Anyway, I feel kind of stuck, right? Because we did make this deal that the landlord and tenant relationship is just that, right? Nothing will interfere with it. But at the same time, I don't want to lose his property. But he understands. Well, he says he understands if I, get pissed and don't want anything to do with him and everything. So what I feel is that's something else when you gotta lie and say, oh yeah, my stepson had a baby when in fact you and your wife had a baby. That's a lot of mustard on that hot dog right there. That's just a lot. Uh and he says that he's sorry for wasting my time. He didn't waste my time. I mean, nothing for me I have put on hold because of him. Nothing. I've just been living my second life as I normally do. I mean, for him to say I've had a couple of chances to jump on, but I haven't had the added courage to face you and explain myself. Now, see, this tends to be a running theme with this guy. I think he's totally well, I think he's got some problems. And well, in Second Life, you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. Damned if you have a friendship with a guy or the other gender. You're damned if you do and damned if you don't, regardless of what gender the friendship is with another person. Because something happens. Always something happens. You know, there's just like some big reveal. And it's just like, well, shit. I suppose that I'm supposed to feel stupid or naive for believing him. or, feeling some type of reaction reading his now quote unquote truth, but I don't feel anything. I don't feel silly. I don't feel sad. I don't feel anything at all. Um, I don't feel anything at all because I wasn't expecting anything. Just like, yeah, okay, whatever, and I'll just live my life. I can be really mean to this guy as a form of quote unquote payback and make him suffer, you know, for making me feel the ways in which he assumes I feel, right? Or I can just do nothing. Um, because if he didn't have the courage to log on and tell me to my face about this whole, he lied about the whole baby thing, that's some Jerry Springer shit right there. Then why do I want any part of that? Even as a friend, why would I want any part of that? I don't want a beta. I don't want a beta male as a friend. No, I do not want a beta male as a friend. I mean, I could sit here and analyze it, word for word, but I don't see the point. I really don't see the point. It's just, well, it's Second Life. You meet all sorts of people. You get involved or not involved in a lot of different ways, and at the end of the day, it's just words on a screen, right? Nobody types what they mean. Nobody means what they type. Yeah, it's like, what is friendship in Second Life? What is that? It's like I see other people having friendships, and it's like, wow, I wish I had one of those. But I think I just maybe decide to let the wrong type of people in, or give the wrong type of people a chance, or I don't know. Well, I don't know what else to say. I had like this whole stream planned about the date note card, but I got that offline when I logged on, and I'm like, well, shit. I think what bothers me the most is the ease at which some type of people will just lie to avoid um, doing the right thing that they should do, to avoid confrontation. They just lie. And what gets me, especially about this dude, is that he lied because he thought that if he didn't lie, that I would get upset. Why would I get upset? Oh, you and your wife had a baby. Wonderful. But telling me that it was your stepson, yeah, I mean, I'd get upset over that because that's a useless lie. And it's like, the more I think about it, the amount of stupidity and assumption is beyond the pale. I mean, I don't have anything personally invested into this guy because I know he's a table spinner of indecision and pointless lies and chaotic dreams, right? He's my landlord. I love this property. I love this land. I love that I had built this house specifically for this land and the landscaping for this land. I love all that. What I pay to rent is it's pretty cheap, 650 a week, and the amount of prims I have is like 1757. That's pretty good. I thought that I could. Well, it's the wrong thing to do, but get him to feel well. He already feels bad enough, but just like to go with it, and then get him to agree that I could live here for free, that I could have this property for free. Is that not bad? That's so devilish. That is so, so bad. That's so bad. That's so bad. But I'm not going to because that That's pretty okay. That's a pretty nasty thing to do. But I could be one of those chicks that do that type of thing. But I'm not. I'm not. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna make my conscious only a value of 650 Linden a week. What the shit is that? Anyway, I just wanted to, I guess, talk about that. Put it out there into the ether. And well, that's gonna be it from me. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.